When you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready already.
Okay, great.
There's no really intro, but yeah.
Yeah.
So today I have with me here Mr. Darryl. From the previous episode, we talk about more on what his job is about and more about life, I guess.
Mhm.
So now today, right? Actually, funny story is that I asked Darryl because I wanted to learn a bit of sales skill, right? And then I think we had some miscommunication in the expected podcast.
Yeah.
So what I did was I didn't bring my mic, right? So I went home actually.
Seriously?
And then I came back here with the mics.
Super thankful for that.
No problem. So so today I really want to learn, and hopefully you guys will have some value with this, right? I really want to learn, like, so in a sales job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, so Darryl is working as a salesperson inside Sugar.
Yes.
So tell me, what is Sugar?
Okay, so Sugar is a shopping app that allows you to earn rebates when you scan receipts. So we try to gamify retail because we know that retail is dying. Everybody's doing delivery at their convenience, online shopping and whatnot. So we make it more fun. You simply walk into restaurants, retail spaces. You can actually earn points, which can be cashed out. That's what
Nice.
Sugar is all about.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then what, as a salesperson, what do you help with in Sugar's operation?
Okay, good. So for Sugar, you actually need vendors in order for Sugar platform to work perfectly, right?
Yeah.
So my day-to-day role is actually to meet merchants, to acquire them, convince them the potential of how we can bring them more businesses, more sales, right?
Mhm.
That's my core focus lah.
Yeah. So you're going to many stores for
Yes.
them to sign or partner
Correct,
with
you're right.
Sugar, right?
Yeah.
And after that, like, can you tell me, being helping in that role, right? What is like a typical day of a salesperson? Let's start at what time do you wake up?
Okay, usually I wake up 8:30.
Uh-huh.
Right, so 8:30, wash up, everything done. Reach either office, or usually I'm fortunate lah, right? So I can work from home. So
Oh,
usually
okay.
like 9 plus 10, I'll be on my desk, preparing my emails, preparing my phone cold calling. 11 is the best time to call. After which, call until 12 or email until 12. People go for lunch. 12 to 2, you don't touch them. So
Yes.
2 to 5 is usually my meeting timing. If I don't have any meetings, it's gonna be either canvassing or cold calling or cold email. It's either these three lah. Then after which, on and off, I will do trainings as well. So after you acquired a vendor, you actually have to train them. So other than that, my day ends at 7, and I'll work on my side hustles.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. So let's break it down on your daily routine, I would say
Okay.
lah. So at the start, right, you would prepare for some cold emails, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell the audience what is cold emails.
Okay.
Not hot,
Okay. Right. So for cold emails, what I meant by that is just generic emails that you have not spoken to them before.
Yeah.
You've gotten those emails through name cards.
Yeah.
Maybe the staff at the restaurants or at the retail stores. Maybe through Facebook pages, websites, right? So those are cold emails. Warm leads, maybe when you interacted with the person before, and you briefly shared with them what Sugar is all about, or whatever you're selling is all about. Then you can email them or you can call them up. So that's considered warm leads.
Warm leads. Oh,
Yes, correct. Or like they
okay.
have keen interest. They say, yeah, I'm pretty interested.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind hearing more about it.
Oh,
That's
nice.
considered warm, right?
Yeah.
So your question again just now? You're
Oh yeah.
saying-
So what are cold,
What are cold emails, right?
I mean, you already explained it,
Right.
Yeah. Then after that, you said something to do with cold calls also. Is it something similar also?
Yes, correct. So for cold calls, instead of
Call.
it's really just cold call. Like
Yeah.
any number that you see on the website, any number that you can get, you just ring them up and you explain what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Try to convince them to give you or grant you a meeting.
Yeah.
That is the objective of a cold call.
So personally, I do get cold calls, not from like you
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
from
I
other
guess from other people,
Insurance and whatnot,
insurance
right?
and whatnot, right? So, what do you think? What was like I would say the funniest thing that happened to you when you do cold calls?
Okay. The funniest thing that actually happened was when I didn't give a chance for the person to reply me.
Oh,
What I meant by that is like, hi, I'm Darryl from Sugar. What we do, blah 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 blah. It was about 45 seconds, and the dude just replied, "Hey bro, I'm closing down." So that was pretty awkward. he tried to interrupt try to interrupt me with, hey bro. I was like, continue non-stop, I'm just keep ranting and ranting. Then he was like, hey bro, I'm closing now. So that was pretty awkward.
Oh my god, yeah.
But thankfully he said, if I'm not gonna close down, I would definitely meet you lah. You're pretty relentless. So I was like, oh thanks. That was quite awkward.
Yeah, it's a bit ouch there. But okay,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I think for cold calls, like, I've never done cold calling before, but you really just get the numbers from any stores, and
Actually,
then you call them up.
cold calls, there's a sequence as well, like a template in a sense.
Oh, what is it?
Personally, I always do hi, I'm Darryl from where and where.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So
introduction,
right?
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, your company, and the purpose of the call. Because people are like, why? They, in the top process, they're like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you calling me, right? So I'm reaching out with regards to a potential partnership.
Yeah.
So you answer their concern.
Yeah.
Then in their head is, what kind of partnership? What can you do for me?
Oh.
Then you say, right, we are a data company, we want to bring you more traffic. Okay, so they'll be like, how much? In their head, it's definitely how much, or what do you want? No upfront fee, or I requesting for is a short meetup next week, 15 minutes is all I need. So that's the hook.
Yeah.
What I want from you, right? So it's either yes or no. Don't waste time.
All right.
15 minutes, 15 seconds or 30 seconds max. That's your answer.
Yeah.
So that's how a typical I would say template will look like.
Correct.
With the introduction, with the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the purpose, we have the
hook.
Was it a hook? Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
introduction, purpose, and hook.
Yeah, introduction, purpose, and hook.
Yep.
So that's like typical cold call. So like the typical cold call also lasts how many seconds? Like 30 seconds max, right?
I would say max. You want to be efficient.
That's why, right? Because you're doing a lot, and also you don't want to waste the person's time. Or
kind of,
right?
Yeah, especially if you hit them at the wrong timing.
That's true.
I'm busy lah. Get out. Get lost. Don't call me. Yeah.
So what's like the worst reply that you get from cold call?
I wouldn't say worst because okay, this is very important.
Okay.
You cannot be personal. You cannot be emotional. Really. So you don't let it be like they don't like me, or they hate me, I'm annoying them. No. You just need to be objective about it. Like
that's
I got 100 calls to do. I'll just do 100 calls.
Definitely.
Even personally, I'm struggling with it as well sometimes.
Right.
Because some of them are like, I wouldn't say they're mean, but more of like, I'm not keen lah. Get out lah. Or like don't waste my time. Don't lie. And they just end the call that way.
Right.
As much as I'm trying to be objective about it, sometimes you
definitely
get affected. Definitely get affected.
Yeah, I think like maybe something that I faced similar is where I wanted to do a survey for an app that I was building, right?
Right.
And then when I wanted to get certain people to do the survey.
Okay, same thing. Definitely rejection.
Right,
it's by impossible.
I think Flag Day also for those of you who did Flag Day, right?
Right.
Yeah, you do face rejection when you ask for people for donations. I think that's pretty normal. But for like as a profession, you have to do it on a day-to-day. Oh my god, it creeps you out, right? Like
actually, it does at times, but I kind of like. I really there's these two mindset that I think I briefly shared in the previous podcast with you. Number one is you must know that it's a number game.
Yes.
Right?
It is.
Every 10, one will say yes.
Yes.
Right? So each person say no. You're just one. You're closer to that one yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing that I think I also mentioned as well was the 3, 2, 1 just go.
Oh yeah.
Right. These two mindset really just gets over all obstacle. Not say all obstacle, but more of like it helps me.
Definitely.
Like through whatever that I face at a sales job. Really.
Yeah.
And apart from those two, I'll say that another thing that I've been trying to practice was systemizing stuff. What I meant was that because I'm an emotional person.
Correct.
If I feel happy, I will call more.
Yeah,
I'll email more.
Definitely.
If I feel maybe not as motivated the day, I'll just don't do anything. That's the truth, right? That's me, even though I'm a sales guy. So what I did was, by hook or by crook, right? I will have to send out 100 emails and 20 calls a day. Then that's it.
That's
I'm
your baseline.
Done. That's my baseline, right? So if I'm able to do it within 5 hours, done. If I'm able to do everything within 1 hour, done. You get the picture?
I get it.
So regardless what it takes, just productivity.
Yeah.
So that's how I will like to introduce system to my life so that I can remove the emotions from it.
That's why. I mean, because imagine you do a certain task in 1 hour. If you do in a certain task 5 hours, in that 5 hours you can get emotionally act out rather than
Yeah,
1 hour,
definitely,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been practicing for the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yep.
And I mean, you also really maybe this is a tangent but it's about productivity lah.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes you can do a certain task in 1 hour,
Right.
and then sometimes you don't need to do a certain task in 5 hours, that kind of thing.
Correct.
So I felt that like productivity or
Efficiency
efficiency
yeah,
of
right.
a task can be so much more improved with like automation. But I will get back to automation
Yes.
at a certain point. All right. So about this and you talk about canvassing also.
Yes.
So
what is it?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you told me, but I
just
think
a
for the
term,
audience.
right? It's just a term. So canvassing means you already reach out to the retail stores. Impromptu, never not planned, no meeting arranged, and you just say, hey, I'm from so and so, and I'm reaching out with regards to a potential partnership. Can I get the person's name card or the owner's contact?
Wow.
So the likelihood or like the conversion rate of me getting a name card, the boss name card, I would dare say is about 10 to 20% maybe.
Oh,
10,
okay.
10, 15, 10, 12 around
Okay.
there. That's a safe number. So every 10 store I can at least get one owner's contact. So which is pretty high if you ask me.
Oh, really?
And it's a hard work. It's pure hard work.
It is.
So you just have to walk non-stop really, just
Correct,
non-stop.
correct. So like I think you explained to me what canvassing is when I was like trying to, I mean, I saw your Instagram stories and then see like your day to day you post whatever
name cards that I acquired. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So and then like I think I see in the previous podcast is that you're pretty efficient in the sense that after you do a meeting and then you will like go around and see the area, right?
Yes.
Canvassing basically.
Time management, yes.
Yeah, it is time management. And also at the same time you also like what you say 3 to 1 go, you go to like different stores no matter what, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 3 to 1 go is a very, very powerful mindset that I gave myself. So because naturally we have fear, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, what if they say no? So funny how, in fact, when you mentioned about this, yesterday I was at this restaurant, Springleaf Prata House. So I just passed by. I was like, thinking, I have doubts in my head. I'm like, maybe Prata House will not like this app. Maybe they won't like this idea. Maybe the boss not there. I was like, no, 3, 2, 1, Darryl, just go.
Right.
What if? Okay, the best scenario is that the person's there, the boss is around, and he might be keen, right?
Yeah.
True enough. Okay, the boss Miran, one of the bosses, he was there. He's like, yeah, you know what? I have time. Let's just sit down and talk.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and
that's so good.
and he gave me a contact for me to follow up. So it was way better than what I expected, lah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you never know what you'll be getting.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So that's partially why I like about sales. Like you never get the same day twice. You never get the same day twice.
Correct.
Suits my personality at least.
That's true. Yeah. So I think that a lot of people might think when they are doing this kind of like sales or this kind of like I would say experience, right, is that you never know when you try. That's basically
yeah, that's true.
You never know when you try. So like when you wanna, for example, you see a cute girl out there and then you never know when you try. Sometimes we're quite pussy lah.
Yeah.
We won't go up to the girl and ask, but what if,
Yes.
What if? So I don't know if
Actually, talk about it. That's how my sales skill get started.
Right.
Yeah. Initially, it was from 4 feet, getting girls' number, and slowly I mastered the courage.
Yeah. So I think for sales people, they have to go through that process in order to get leads. And do you think like sales people are like for everyone?
I think that I would like to rephrase that.
Okay.
Everybody can be a salesperson,
Mm-hmm.
whether they want to or not. It's not say whether it's sales for everyone, but more of like everybody can be, whether they want to or not. So people will have this thing like, I'm an introvert, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Right? I am a this, I am a that. They label
Yeah.
themselves. I've seen introverts, right, who are like top salesmen because of the situation,
Yeah.
out of desperation.
Yeah.
They got forced to sell stuff.
Right.
You never know. So
Yeah.
it's just the limiting belief that they have that stopping them. Even personally, I have limiting beliefs as well. Some days I'm like, shit, this week sucks. right?
Yeah, same.
I can't get any sales.
Yeah.
I'm getting lousier maybe.
Correct.
So all these limiting beliefs, everybody has it.
Yes.
Just how you overcome them. That's the bigger question, lah. That's
It
the
is.
bigger issue.
Yeah, because like I do have that kind of thoughts also lah. It's like, oh my god, I'm not improving myself. But I think all of us are just humans.
Yes.
Humans are imperfect. We
Definitely.
sometimes we go up, sometimes we go down.
Yes.
And then we have to accept that we go down lah, and sometimes we go down really hard.
Yeah.
so
You're
so
right.
I think a lot of things that might happen, especially sales, because you try to your best to get
Oh yes.
right,
Yes,
and then
yes,
after
yes.
that, like if they don't, then you feel bad.
You feel bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it because I lack of skill? Or was it because
correct,
a lot
you
of things?
do self-doubt, that kind of
agree,
thing,
agree,
right?
agree.
Yeah,
So I can say that the calling and email part, I can remove emotions. But once when it comes to the pitching, when it comes to the follow up after the interaction, after trying to sell them so hard, and they say, "Let me think about it," or like, "I'm not interested," and that's where I will like, "Wow, shit! Was it something that I can do better?
Yeah.
Was this that? Was that?" A lot of overthinking.
Yes.
Which is good. You know, you have to analyze like what can be done better.
Self-reflect, right?
Yeah, self-reflect. But I think for me, I put too much over it.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that my boss shared with me is that, hey, it's either they see the picture or they don't see the picture. Don't waste time. Make sense?
So very binary lah.
Yeah, it's binary. It's like they see it or they don't see it. Nevertheless, they heard about it. Point blank. Agree?
Okay,
They might not see it today. They might not want it today. But in time to come, when we're older, when we're bigger, they might want it. Did you get your job done? Yes, you did, because they heard about you. That's it. So I was like, oh, okay, mind blown, a little bit mind blown, right? So I think my job as a salesperson is not to sign them. It's just to make them aware of it. Signing is a bonus. Or when I see it from this perspective, right, when I see it from a perspective, I'm I'm actually much happier doing it.
Right,
Because I'm just spreading their ideas, spreading the message. Okay, let's just assume as a salesperson for, let's just say, kindness, right? Whether I want to be kind to you or not, right? I don't care, right? I just care about you heard about this thing or this
Kindness,
idea of
right?
kindness. Agree?
Yeah,
Whether
definitely.
I'm successfully managed to sell you to be kind to others, I really don't care.
Oh my god.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Because I've already done my part. I brainwash you to think about kindness at least once today.
That's why.
Tomorrow, maybe you know. The next day, maybe out of some funny reason, you decide to be kind.
Or maybe next year.
Yeah.
You know, it
so
comes up.
correct. So job well done to me.
Yeah.
So when I see that, it's really about the awareness. It's not about the sales closure. Yeah. And another thing, I only sell things that I believe in.
Yes.
That's
that
where I have
must
the
be,
conviction.
Yeah.
Really.
Because I think that's must be a base, I would say lah, to
Really.
sell. Because it becomes very natural once you're convinced
Yeah.
to sell, right?
And not only that, people can call your bullshit.
Right.
People can call your bullshit. That's the
Yes.
truth. If you don't believe in
Yeah.
that shit, right, people will be like, then why you? Then they ask you 3 questions.
Correct.
For example,
Okay.
if let's say I'm selling the dandruff shampoo and I don't have dandruff,
yeah.
and I'll say that like, I tried this dandruff shampoo, it's amazing, you know.
Even you know you don't have
Even
dandruff,
though
one day you will have dandruff.
So people will ask questions like, you got dandruff, meh?
Huh?
I don't have. Then you talk nonsense for what?
Correct.
You know, people can call out your bullshit, things like that. So how I know? Because I bullshitted before. It's natural, right? People
It
call
is.
me out on my bullshit, and I
Yeah.
got caught off guard.
That's
And
why.
that's how I learn not to bullshit in the
That's
future.
why. Yeah.
And transparent sales. Transparency sales.
Yes.
Being transparent really works.
Mm-hmm.
What I meant by that is that if you don't know anything for your product knowledge, I'll check it with my colleague and I'll get back to you. People are just okay with it. And not like, this I think can, that one can. Then when the client tries it, cannot. So that's where they'll judge you.
Yes.
Yeah, so things like that. How I know really I learned from my mistakes.
Definitely.
When I was young intern, everything can. What you want, I'll give.
Oh my god.
You know? End up cannot.
Genie. You're like a genie. Yeah, anything
Right,
can.
anything
yeah.
can. So these are the things that you have to learn to
That's
get
why.
to really
Definitely. Yeah.
embrace sales
Yeah. I think you can put that some aspect into like everyday work, because for me as a software developer, right, your supervisor or your person who needs the app also requires certain features to be up.
Yep.
So it's like, hey, can this be up or not? That's like, no, for me,
Yeah.
I'm quite direct lah. It's like, cannot lah.
Right.
It's like if you really want it will take a lot of time lah, and most of the time it didn't happen lah, because as a startup you have to move fast, right?
Yes.
So if you take a lot of time, then it doesn't work. So you have to be genuine about it lah. Cannot smoke lah. Cannot smoke lah,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right, yeah.
Cannot smoke lah. Yeah. And then after that, like, what if for example, the cold calls, right? What if they don't pick up? Do you have a list of like?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Okay, good question. So I have an Excel file that keeps track of all my different leads.
Oh, nice.
So I have one is the email, I'll say the email list,
Okay.
and the other one is the cold call list.
Okay.
So how it works is that I have their organization, the name of the contact person, the mobile number. When I say name or contact number, contact person, right, and the mobile number, right, it can be anybody. So I start from. I was just thinking to myself that day. I was like, I'm a detective. It's like I'm a detective. I start from the lowest end, like the cashier. I ring the retail store. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Darryl, right?
Yeah.
Can I have a name, please? I respect anyone that I pick up the call. So she's like, I'm Rosie. Hi, nice to meet you, Rosie.
Yeah.
Can I speak to the owner, please? The owner's not around. Can you call back later? It ends there, right?
Yeah.
But I write Rosie. I'll put the number of the whatever retail store.
Yeah.
But before going off, I'll be like, by any chance, can I get your boss name, please? They cannot give the number if they are uncomfortable, right?
That's why.
At least they can give the name.
It's
Benny.
Yeah.
Assuming it's Benny. So next time I call, and I write a note there. Picked up, refused to give Benny's contact, for example. Next time I call, hey, by any chance Benny's around? I would like to meet I'd like to schedule a meeting with him.
Yeah.
With regards to a potential partnership. The likelihood of Rosie or another colleague saying yes is higher. I know Benny by name. Make sense? Yes, correct. So that's what I usually do.
Oh my God.
So that's for cold calling.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very good trick. I mean, very good tip.
Yeah,
this. Yeah, and then also you have to respect the end caller.
Yeah, correct. The caller at the other end.
No matter what lah.
So they refuse to give. I understand from that point of view. I don't blame them, and
Yeah.
and of course being nice. Thank them. Thank you, Rosie, for the call.
Yeah.
Have a good shift.
Yeah.
So just be the core of me doing sales is just being nice. There was once, if I'm not wrong, right, there's this lady that she was like, I can't give. I can't give. She shoved a name card in my hand. You see the irony, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I really can't give. I really can't give. But she took out some random name card of the owner and just put it in my hand. So you just be nice. Yeah. But of course, I just asked, have you eaten and whatnot. So I go back to the core of just being a kind person. That's that. How's your shift so far?
Yeah.
It really goes far, right? Really, as a salesperson, because it's a people world.
Yeah, it is a
right?
people
People
world.
selling to people.
Correct.
So that's what I think. Being genuine, being transparent, and being lastly resourceful help me.
Definitely. So with all of this, like, what are some things that you think you can improve on with what you have done so far?
Right.
Maybe
Good question. So, I think personally, right, I would like to challenge myself to sell high ticket item value.
Ooh.
Yeah, high ticket value items, say wrongly.
Okay.
So what I meant by that is that, like, for example, success resource class of $3,000, those courses, right?
Yeah.
If I have the ability to get someone to pay upfront, that lump sum, I think I'm good. I think I'm rock solid, right?
Yes.
The only time I managed to sell a high ticket value item was a business that I sold for $8,000, and that was just one off. But that was just one off, right? So deep down, I kind of like, I have it, and I know that, like I mentioned earlier, my core skill is just being transparent.
Yes.
I will tell you frankly, this business, why is it good, why is it bad. Even my previous business that I sold, I show the buyer my flaw that has a lot of customer problem.
Yeah.
But I show the strength as well. There's money to be earned, to be made.
Yeah.
They bought in.
Yeah.
I share with them my struggles, right? The businesses up and down, the different months. P&L very clear. They bought in. So transparency was that.
What's P&L?
So P&L, the profit and loss of the business.
Profit and loss.
Yeah,
okay,
correct.
okay,
So
okay.
same thing for everything that I sell. I'll let you know, like, for example, the recent millionaire mindset intensive, right?
Yes.
The class, the ups and downs, the things that I've gone through, the good and the bad,
Yeah.
and was it worth it? I'll tell you everything. And from your end, I'm trying to sell you, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the good and the bad.
Yeah.
When you hear about it from both ends, you'll be like, yeah, kinda can try.
Definitely.
These are risk, builds trust. So that's how I usually earn the trust from the person's perspective.
Be transparent.
Yeah. The two favorite word that I always use.
Yeah.
Is it okay for me to share more? That's one.
Ah.
Number two, to be honest with you. To be transparent with you.
Yeah.
I like that. So when you say that subconsciously in their mind,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, this kid is honest. This kid is... They might not seem like they're very, very keen and like, oh,
Correct.
yeah, very honest.
Yeah.
But it kind of hurt. It kind of work.
It is.
So it's that subconscious thing that I've been applying. To be honest with you. Is it okay for me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
You're like asking them for their permission.
Correct.
They're like, yeah, sure.
Respectful.
Yeah, sure. They are inviting them to, allow you to tell them what you don't want to tell them supposedly.
Yeah.
Then you just say, oh, this figure, this sales figure that I brought to my the other client is not much. but not too bad, another few $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not supposed to show you such figures lah, but I just want to let you know the truth. So when you do such stuff, people are like, hey, not bad what? Yeah, 2,000, I saw it for myself. That's what you want to achieve. Trust.
Trust.
With trust, there comes sales.
So basically, being a very, very nice, trustable person can really make
yeah. I think that's the foundation.
Right? Of
Last time people were like, hey, use a lot of gimmicks, snake oil salesman, whatever lah. But I think essentially, if he don't buy you for this product, he like you, he buy into you, he buy you other product.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Right? So I have previously I was from Mouse Life. Some client saw Mouse Life, think it's not suitable, but they bought in for sugar. But it still stays, right? The clientele still stays with me because they like my personality. They like me for me.
They buy you.
Buy into me.
Yes, buy into you.
So that's what I'm trying to say. You just need to be you. Today he might not buy from you, remember?
Correct.
The next day he might buy something else.
Yes.
So if on the other hand, the flip side, buy leh, these are only so cheap, 50 cents today, buy today, usually $5. The guy is like, why you so pushy?
That's right.
I don't talk to you anymore. Delete you off the contact list.
Correct.
So to me, I look at the longer term lah.
Yeah. What are some things that you seen in yourself or some other salesperson that you try to avoid being? For example, pushy.
Right.
Yeah. So what are other things that you try to avoid to be, or you have seen before?
Okay, good question. I personally think that not thinking from the client's interest.
Okay.
I tried that before. I mean, I was there before.
Yeah.
Right. I never think from their point of view. I just say that, hey, this is the best plan because it gave me the best commission. Do it. I just do it. But along the way, I realized that I was not motivated by money. We had a talk before.
Yes.
I changed my strategy to letting them know that, hey, I got no vested interest.
Yes.
If let's say you do this or do that, but let me be frank with you and share with you what other businesses are doing, what plans are they on. You decide. That's that. In fact, I don't do any. Back then, when I was selling fast, right? Selling fast means I sign them on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
What I did was usually 7%. Today you sign is 5%. Sign now. The actual price is still 5. I put it up to 7 on the PowerPoint slide.
Yeah.
No difference from my company.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from?
Correct.
So these are the things that I can do as a salesperson. It might be a little bit deceiving here and there, but it's not harming them because 5 is what they're paying.
Yes.
5 is what they're getting, right? So it's just that me doing my little magic, 2% up as a bump, 2% discount, perceived discount to them.
Yes.
Yeah, but I honestly think that I will have to brainstorm better sense of urgency tactics and not use these. Yeah, that's my challenge right now.
That's why. Because like, you know those like e-commerce website, they say, original price 250.
Oh yes.
That kind of thing. Then now it's 200. I mean, it's a very good way to convince people like, it's cheaper now than it used to be its original price. But I think everyone is using that. So like, in the end, what you've seen, the price is already
correct.
Selling
I know what you mean. It's the original price anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, even though you consciously know that price, right, you still feel like, oh my god, it's still on discount, that kind of thing, right?
It worked. The thing is, it worked. That's why for salespeople they always do. If you buy today, if you buy bundle, you buy this and that, you get discounts, right?
Yeah.
So I think
is there a name for this strategy?
Sense of, I just call it sense of urgency.
Right?
Yeah, like discounts, because sometimes, right? Okay, number one, you can give discount to get sense of urgency. Number two, you give freebies. It means if you were to buy today, in your e-commerce context, I'll give next day delivery. Right? In other businesses, you can give them things like we give you a free marketing blast. Right? We announce your brand on our page, whatever. So these are the things that you can give you if you do it by today. So on top of that, maybe personally I like to do this lah. I'll let them know that like, hey, I'm not here just to service you for this product. I'm here. If anything you need, let me know. So to the extent that I help my clients sell aircons like on Carousel.
Okay.
So I just need to let them know that like, I'm the go-to guy and I'm resourceful. So that's how I managed to sign a couple of deals as well. Surprisingly, really. It's not the product. It's okay, they like it, but it's me that they like better. They bought in. So that's why I say it's always about you. Let them know that like, hey, when it comes to you, what else can you offer other than that bloody product? Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Right. So that's the bundle that they're getting.
Correct.
I buy you a 1-for-1, right?
Yeah.
I get the product plus a Darryl's resourcefulness or whatever.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I'm trying to apply, and it has been working well.
It is. Yeah, because like I think not only they are getting the product, they're also getting you and it's like you are over giving in a sense.
Kind of, yeah. You're right.
So you're giving your, what do you call it?
I would say resourcefulness. Really,
and your time and effort for
Yes.
whatever they can be added value. For example, aircon, right?
Correct. So
the
merchant was closing his business, if I'm not wrong. So it's such a pity. And the aircon, I'm not talking about like a normal couple hundreds aircon. It's on the ceiling, the ceiling aircon. So it's about 2004.
Oh wow.
So I'm thankful that I managed to clear it for him.
Nice.
Yeah. So I do it because I think long term.
Mm-hmm.
I look at all these merchants as a potential partner in time to come.
Yes.
If I want to do my own gig, right? A friend to make.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have that mindset of how would you like to help a friend, that's how you like to sell them. That's how you like to serve them. So with this shift in mindset, instead of making them a cash cow, right? I just want to milk them, take my commission.
Yeah.
I restructure my mind. I'm thinking, how can I help him within my how can I help him, right? Give him my utmost best effort. That's how I would like to serve him. Whether I get money or not is a different story. I think with that, right, money comes.
Yeah.
Value first, money comes later.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I've been practicing.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like really creating a genuine relationship
100%. That's why I say transparency is what I do. Genuine and resourcefulness. I think so. In fact, that day I was thinking of is it called acronym? Acronym, right?
Yeah, acronym.
Genuine. I was thinking that day. Genuine No, I call it authentic.
Okay.
Transparency.
AT
and art. I call myself art. Authentic, resourceful, and transparency.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
the way I was thinking of that.
Or red.
Yeah, red. No, I'm not a red. But yeah, I call it the art framework.
The art framework.
Yeah, I call it the art framework. Yeah, I was just brainstorming that day.
Nice. Yeah.
At least that's if you talk about like what's Darryl's way of selling, I think it's just art like ART.
Yeah. So, and then with all of this, you like recently you now have automation process of getting leads and whatnot, right?
Yes, correct.
So
it's not smooth, but I'm still trying.
So you just started
Yes, correct. So I get my virtual assistants, right, to actually crawl the websites. Okay, it's not any wow thing. It's a no-brainer, right? Things that you are doing on a day-to-day basis that you want to push to someone else. You use this website called Loom. LOOM.
LOOM.com.
Yeah. Right? You can search that in Google. Basically, you click start recording your screen. Everything that you are doing recorded. Then you just copy the link, send it to your virtual assistants. They will have a clear picture of what the hell to do. So that's what I've been doing, and I attach all these links right on a very clear Google Doc.
Yeah.
With instructions.
Yeah.
So I say, hey, anybody. I don't put their names there because my guys are constantly on and off. Right? My virtual assistant can be removed and made redundant anytime. They might leave me as well. So I was like, hey, these are the instructions for this role. Here's the video to watch. Anything that you don't know, feel free to reach me.
Yeah.
This Word document, I just send it to anybody that I want to pack to put into my system.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I'm trying to practice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and true enough, it kind of worked for my emailing, but it's damn hard for my cold calling. Because cold calling, you need that moreover, for example, the accent. The accent when you call people.
Oh,
the accent,
yes.
When you call people, the purpose. So my guys can't really communicate as well. So that affects the meeting rate, the closure rate.
Okay.
Yes. So these are some things that are holding me back from having a smooth system.
So this website, it sells the virtual assistant service.
No,
it's
so
just
you use Upwork or Fiverr to get a virtual assistant. Loom, LOOM, allows you to actually record your screen. With you can turn on the front cam or the back cam or the screen cam. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you are using a Windows or Mac laptop?
Mac laptop. It works for both.
I mean, I can show you later lah.
Right.
There's a free software that's already inside.
Right.
Then my level tell you.
Great.
Okay, but what made you want to do virtual assistant?
Okay, good question. So ever since I read the book 4 Hour Week.
Oh my god, I just bought that book.
Yeah, you should just double down on that.
Yeah.
Really, it's the perfect book.
Right.
Like when I was younger, I was just like,
Work hard.
no, when
Right.
I was younger, like maybe 20, 21, I'm 34 this year, so 3 years ago,
Yeah.
I chanced upon this book. It was a soft copy. I didn't buy the hard copy book. So 4 hours
Legal
work week, 4 hours work week was talking about Fiverr. So I was like, holy shit, like at that point of time I was the service provider. I'm not using Fiverr to make money. I was the one that's providing services.
Okay.
That's how I was like intrigued by how come he will mention Fiverr. Then I noticed a lot more stuff that like he said he just two things, delegation and automation. He dedicate out, he make sure the systems to make things in place.
Yeah.
That's how he can get more of his time back for himself.
Yes.
Yeah, so that really changed my gameplay. And
Correct.
another thing was that if I'm not wrong, was this book by Thief Half Acre,
No idea.
Speed Wealth.
No.
Okay, I went to the event and he gave me a free book. That Speed Wealth mentioned this thing: rich and successful people, businessmen or whatnot, create systems. That's how they actually create wealth. So that's called speed wealth.
Yeah.
They create wealth right in the fastest time frame possible because of systems.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? If I have a system that I can make $5 per month, which is $60 per day, per year.
Per year, yes.
Right? Is it fair for me to sell this system to you at $120? Pretty fair. 2 years you'll break even.
Yes.
You can live for 100 years, right?
Yeah.
The rest is your profit.
Yeah.
It took me, think about it, it took me 2 days to create this system.
Wow.
To make $5 per month.
Ooh.
60 per year.
Wow.
2 days I make 120.
Wow. Okay.
I can duplicate the system so many times.
Yeah.
That's what rich businesses, rich successful people are actually doing.
Yeah.
They create systems. They know how to create systems. They sell it off lump sum. They invest or they recreate systems. Invest, recreate systems. So that's one thing that the book have taught me. Change my mind.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I'm trying to apply that to my day job, sales day job.
Yeah, because I never really thought of like having a virtual assistant to help, for example, coding. Then there's actually a funny story. I don't know whether it is true. So there's this guy, I think he works at a very big company, so he earns a lot of money being a software developer, right? So he did a virtual assistant. Not really a virtual assistant, but he hired someone from China, a very smart China coder to do his job.
Wow, amazing.
Then the person just enjoy his life.
Yeah.
So so that person is literally earning passive income. Doesn't matter how much he's paying.
Correct.
It's like the person who does his job, I think, paid less of what he earns.
Yeah. But that's the point, right? That's the point.
Exactly. So like virtual assistant really helps. And there's a book that also talks about virtual assistant, but it's more towards like creating apps for software developers. I think it's like a manual book for software developers or small businesses.
Okay.
So it talks about how you want to create ideas into app reality So maybe I'll just share with you If you have an idea, right? A lot of people actually, before that, a lot of people also DM me saying, I have an idea. You're a software developer.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so what's your idea? Let me see.
Definitely you get that.
So one thing that I will always tell them, do you have users or not?
Yeah.
Most of them say no. Then I say, okay, that's bye.
it. Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I don't end there I say that, do you have a landing page then? Then they say, what's a landing page? And that's where I give value So it's like, landing page basically just a one web page where people know what's your product, and then there's a
get interest, right?
Get interest, correct. So if they're interested, something like an automated salesperson, then they will leave
collect
your
the email.
Correct.
Yes.
Then once you have enough users or people who are interested, we call that early adopters.
Yeah.
Then after that, then now you have traction, or not traction, you have user base who are interested in your app. Then after that you create the app, and then that's where and then the virtual assistant is where it's a bit more coderish. So for yours, I think it's not say very simple but it takes a lot of time for you to gather all the data, right, or the emails, and then sometimes do cold calling, right. So for virtual assistant in apps, right, it's even a bit harder. You need some tech.
Right.
So in order, if there's a bug,
yes,
then
correct.
do it.
Yes, you're right.
But you're paying them more. How much are you paying for your virtual assistant?
30-40 USD per month, maybe.
Per month, right? Yeah, very
correct.
cheap. So I think for
you for your kind of work scope or job scope, right? It's more of I'll say high knowledge, high skill
High
set.
skill, yes.
So in a sense, yeah, you have to pay them accordingly lah.
yes,
For mine, it's really an admin role,
admin,
data
yes,
entry.
yes.
So it's pretty simple.
correct.
And that being said, yeah, when we mention virtual assistant, it can be any skill set.
Any, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to be cold calling or emails.
So it could be designing. It could
Yeah.
be anything. So
Yeah.
if you're a designer, need some help, just go and check out
Correct.
Fiverr or Upwork.
Yeah, Fiverr. I use Fiverr for some of my logo designs.
Yes.
Yeah, I
and it's
get
$5 only, so
yeah,
cheap.
very cheap. So I'm amazed on how much. I mean, you can automate stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have like, for example, there was one app that I created. It's called Wordbook app. Luckily, my little brother created the app design,
Mhm.
so it was really nice. But very rare you could find people that is physically here lah. So
Oh,
virtual
yeah,
assistants
yeah,
are
yeah,
very
yeah.
cheap.
Yes,
Like
yes,
really
you're
very
right.
cheap. So I think what other questions do I have? So do you think it's worth it to really have automation?
To be honest with you, right, I wouldn't. Okay. Each lead or each a salesperson will get commission,
Oh, okay.
right? Let's just assume a very conservative amount, $100.
Mm.
If I pay one person to secure me a successful meeting at let's say $5 per meeting,
Yeah.
and I know my numbers, like every 10 meeting I can sign 3,
Mm-hmm.
means I'm paying that dude $50.
Yeah.
I get 3 times $100, got $300. $250 what I keep at the end of the day,
Yeah.
without putting in that much effort.
Yeah.
Why not?
Mm.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
After you do the math, you realize that you just do one role, and the role is the most important role.
Yeah.
The least important, or like the ones that will not have much influence over the closing,
yes.
push to someone else to do it.
Mm.
So that's one thing I realized. Like in fact, if you think about it, right, big companies are actually doing the same damn thing. You have telemarketer as a goddamn role, right?
Yes.
So they're already outsourcing everything for that salesperson to go and do the closing. There's indoor sales, there's outdoor sales, there's so many different kind of roles.
Wow, I didn't know.
Yeah, there is really. So for me, I'm in a startup, yes, correct. I do a lot of things myself, yes, correct. But personally, I want to practice systemizing,
Yeah.
right? If as an individual you're able to strategize systems,
Yeah.
you will grow,
Mm-hmm.
because this is a skill set, right, that is scalable for anything that you're doing next time. You want to build a business, you build a system. You want to do a day job, you build a system, and you sub people into the system. Like what you mentioned is automated.
Yeah.
We only got 24 hours in a day, man.
Oh my
How many
god.
24 hours
yes,
do you want to have? Right?
And then like if you really want to really take care of your health, you minus 8 hours, you got 16 hours.
yeah.
And then you keep on minusing, and really how many hours do you really have that you want to use for
Yeah,
your
you're
own
right.
work? Right?
So that's the reason why I want to scale it out, lah. Like pass it to
Nice.
other people to do it.
So you
I
are
can
doing
make
more
lesser
long-term.
money. I can make
Yeah.
lesser money, but I get more time in return.
Yeah.
And for all you know, like based on the calculation I gave you, I still can make more money
Mm.
and save my time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. So you were posting some job posting on your own.
Oh yeah.
Is it for
yeah,
yourself?
yeah. It's not really for. Sorry, what you talk about? The
The
one that I'm
sales.
looking for
Yeah,
freelance sales.
Freelancers, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a side hustle that I'm trying to work on.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay,
correct,
okay. Oh, it's really for yourself.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think, a lot of things I really learned from today.
Right.
Because really, I just want to have this session to really, learn about sales. Because for me, for this quarter life crisis, right, I think I said before, is to really interview people from different industry. So I think I really need some sales skills to
Yup.
really cold call. It's like, hey, are you interested in the interview? Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
Because I got inspired by this book. It's called Third Door
Okay.
by Alex Benayan. So this guy, he's also doing something similar where he wants to interview very famous people like Bill Gates, Lady Gaga, or whatever, right? And then it's a book about a biography of him going through interviewing people.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that he made a mistake was to be so choosy on his interviewees.
Interviewees, yes.
Yeah, interviewees. So in the end, he was so obsessed with Bill Gates that he didn't manage to do other people. So he is only transfixed on one person.
Mm.
So he learns that he should actually just interview other people, and then when the opportunity of Bill Gates comes about, right, then he can go.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to, you were nice enough to give me this knowledge of me. Just for now, what I'm trying to do with this quarter life crisis podcast is to really find a lot of different people, and then just try and maybe use automation to do some cold emails and such to get interviews for this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's like it's not really making money, but like I really just want, because for now I'm just DMing people inside Instagram. It's very
Yes,
manual work for me.
it's very
also.
manual work, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
True.
yeah.
True.
And from what we've talked about is that you really have to be genuine on what you do, lah.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're also actually selling yourself. Really.
Yeah, you're selling yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for it. Let me see if I have any more questions. I have a lot of questions, but I think you've already answered most of it.
In fact, I have a list of things that
You wanna
couple
talk?
of friends. Yeah, sure. Couple of friends have asked me before.
Oh, can. Yeah, shoot, bro, shoot.
Yes. So there's this thing which I mentioned right just now about conversion rate.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So these are some technical stuff. That's why you might not have actually considered about. But if you are a salesperson, you definitely need to know conversion.
Yeah.
What I meant by that is that every weekly, I think Monday we have a weekly meeting. That's when my boss will already ask me how many meetings you signed, how many meetings you went for, how many was signed.
Yeah.
So why we want to know all this is because how well you fare.
Yes.
My conversion rate is about 30%. Back then it was 50. Means something's wrong. Right? I'm slowing down.
Yeah.
And why am I slowing down? Is it because I'm signing more outlets but lesser deals?
Oh.
See the difference here?
Yes.
Last time, right, I was signing 50%, but I was signing one outlet. Now I'm dropping down my conversion rate to 20-30.
Yeah.
But I'm signing 8 outlets, 10 outlets. You need to know everything.
Yeah.
Right? So next thing you need to think of, next thing you need to focus on is knowing your product very well.
Yes.
Okay, so
In and out lah.
Yes, correct. So why I mentioned knowing your product well, right, is because you need to ask questions first. Okay, for example, let's just go back to dandruff shampoo.
Yeah.
I have a dandruff shampoo, super powerful, everything.
Yeah.
I keep talking about the features, I talk about benefits, blah 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 blah. Guess what you say? I don't have dandruff. I can't sell you.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yes.
Why not rephrase this and I sell you a dandruff shampoo, right? I'm like, hey, Harris, do you have dandruff?
No.
Assuming you say no, right? Do you know of anybody who have dandruff? Do you know? You definitely say yes as one, at least one.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's honestly quite frustrating for someone suffering with dandruff? Honestly, have you tried? Have you seen your friend trying a lot of different kind of solutions, but yet to find one?
Yeah.
Are there those cheap ass shampoos out there that you have tried? Definitely, right. What about this?
Yeah.
Even though it's slightly more expensive, I guarantee you it's a solution. The best part, you give that irresistible offer, 100% money back guarantee. It's only today. Check on it, right? So these are the things. So instead of just blah 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 blah, we have a money guarantee. We have fantastic. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Only today. I ask you first, understand you, then I go in the angle that I know most likely you will be receptive.
Yeah.
That's how you sell, right? So besides knowing your product well, I think another thing to add on will be, okay, so there are a couple of things. Technically, there's 36 triggers to purchase.
Whoa.
What I meant by that is like a lot of emotions: happiness, desperation, sadness,
Yes.
anger, fear, blah blah blah. So when you ask questions, right, you need to understand what they are facing, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about it, going back to dandruff again, scratch, annoying, right? You're angry, frustrated. So if you have a certain product that can solve this emotion, there's done deal. If the person don't feel anything, you can't sell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People buy with emotion, they back by logic. Everybody says that.
Yes.
So you need to enter with certain emotion.
Yep.
If I cannot sell you because you don't have dandruff, I sell you because of your friend who has a dandruff. I have to sell the fact that you care for him, you love him or her, you're worried for him or her.
Alright.
Makes sense? There's an emotion that you have to feel. When was the last time you treat him nicely or her nicely? Right? Time to show some love. Along that line.
Damn, you're good.
Right? So
I want to buy for my imaginary friend who has dandruff now.
Yeah. So besides that, right, you need to subconsciously repeat the words that they say.
Yes.
What I meant by
that works.
Yeah. Like just now, in fact, that works. Yeah. A lot of things like that, right? It's just at the back of their head, agreeing with them, make them feel that you are their friend.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't know why, but it kinda work. So, meaning to say, right? Go backtrack again, and we just talk about dandruff, right? Do you think that the friend of yours is very close, or like let's just go in? You know, you're like maybe not close, right? You like, can you share me? Can you share me? What's one thing you're annoyed by his dandruff? You yourself, what's one thing that you're annoyed by his dandruff? Always this,
scratching his head, then all the hair.
Scratching, right?
Yeah.
Very annoying, right?
Yeah.
When
That's
then
good.
all the hair will come out, right?
Yeah.
I just repeat what you just said.
Correct.
But it worked.
Yes.
I don't need to be a genius and I say rephrase it, paraphrase.
Yeah.
Scratching hair, right? Always, right?
Ah.
Right? I mean, not stupid sound, but that's the kind of message that you're trying to do.
Definitely.
Agreeing by just repeating some of words, or maybe you can rephrase a little bit here and there. So basically, when you do the you are actually applying this.
Yeah.
So it makes the person feel that you are the same team.
Yeah.
Right? So it works.
Listening lah.
Yeah, you're listening, you're focusing. So, one example that I gave here, correct, was this. So, right, so if the client, okay, this is for insurance example. If the client said, I want insurance because I worry for family.
Yeah.
So you simply restructure the sentence and say this. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you are saying that you care about your family very much, and you like them, and you like to protect them. Is that right? So you let them hear what they actually say. So I worry for family is just a layman concern.
Yeah.
But when you reiterate that you want to protect them,
Yeah.
right? That you're reassuring the need for their product. You didn't even mention anything about the insurance at all, by the way.
Yeah.
You just need to you just need to rephrase what they actually want. Put it point blank so that they can see it for themselves, they buy.
Definitely.
Best sales is where they say they want to buy themselves.
Yeah.
Not you selling anything. That's what you have to do.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And another thing that I personally trying, right, is called personal branding. Best sale ever, like I just now mentioned, is the person want to sell himself, right? Say, I need this product. Okay? Similar concept. Personal branding requires the person to come and approach you. Can I find out more about this thing? Not you going to them and say, hey, check out my thing. I think that's the best sale ever. So that happened to me twice. People DM me and say, hey, the sugar that they are doing, what the hell is that about, right? Can we schedule a meeting? I'm like, wow. Me doing that on a day-to-day basis, people actually care about it. So that's why I say personal development is, not personal development, personal branding is actually very powerful.
It is.
Right?
It is.
So, yes, correct. So you must brand yourself as a figure of authority. So no matter how or what, just use this strategy. So the reason why I written here is because when people see and look at what you're doing day-to-day basis, right? Naturally, without you interacting with them, there's trust already. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
They see you, they hear your thoughts, they know your message, they know what you're doing. There's certain level of trust.
Yeah.
It's not about one day that they hear about you. It's about the weeks and weeks of interacting with your content. They trust you. They are willing to give you their time.
Yeah.
With that, most likely they have 80% closure rate. And true enough, out of that two, I've already signed one, and one is pending. So that's how powerful it is, right? And next will be giving value. So just now we were mentioning about give value first, money comes, right? So what I mentioned here is this: even if the clients won't buy or don't buy from you, your 20 to 30 minute session with them must definitely add value to them. You must definitely tell them something that they don't know, make their life slightly better than before, right? So like I mentioned, it could be my resourcefulness, it could be my knowledge that how this business is running, that the current business owner don't know. I mean, how other businesses are running that this business owner don't know. I value add them.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
They might not buy from me, but they'll be impressed by me.
Yeah.
Impressed by my generosity.
Yeah.
And they might recommend me to their friends. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Remember, it's spreading the message.
Yeah.
And the next would be value of despair. So this is something that I learned from the books as well. So what they mention is that if you don't buy my stuff or don't use these things, this solution, let me tell you what will happen 6 months from now, 3 months from now.
Oh,
right?
okay.
If you don't buy this dandruff, 3 months from now, most likely you'll be frustrated with your hair, scratching, and you'll most likely come back to me anyway.
Yeah.
So why not let's just do the deal today? Money back guarantee. So that's what you need to let that anticipate. With or without me, what your life is gonna be like. You have a status quo, business not growing, no harm to me.
Yeah.
Right? Alternatively, give it a try, no upfront fee, no upfront cost. Business might grow slowly, consistently. Yeah. So that's what you have to do. I think that's about it. The tips that I have in place.
Oh my god, thank you so much for the tips, man. I really learned a lot. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of information. I should write down certain things that you have talked about today.
Right.
Yeah. So luckily we have this podcast.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
can listen back. I was like, oh yeah. I never do this. I never do
Definitely.
that. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you so much.
No
For
props, no
the
props,
listeners
anytime.
and the viewers. Hope you
Right.
guys learn something. Hopefully the camera is still on. I'm not sure whether there's enough memory.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you guys have any questions, you can hit Darryl at his Instagram.
Yes, at d.n.y.k. You're right.
What's the acronym represent?
My
Darryl-
name, Darryl
literally-
Ng y.k. So
Okay.
that's my
Oh, okay, cool. And then yeah, if you have any questions, just hit him up. I think he's a very knowledgeable and very motivated guy.
yeah. I'm still
Yeah.
learning definitely, but I'm more than happy
Definitely.
to share whatever I learn with
Yeah,
people.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. So I mean, also have you stop or still continue your Kalfa classes or
Yeah, I still have it. I still have it there. Yeah.
the kindness Kalfa
Yeah, it's still there,
classes?
it's still
Oh,
there.
nice. Yeah, so if you want, you can check him out at Kalfa also. And any other stuff or yeah.
So if you are keen into doing sales freelance basis, feel free to reach out
Oh
to me.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, correct. So I'm more than happy to train you and give you a fantastic opportunity to make certain income
Mm-hmm.
despite your age. Because
no minimum age.
no minimum age.
12
No,
years old can also.
so 12 years old, if you're selling, if you have the potential and the ability to sell, I'm more than happy to welcome you.
Hey, people will buy from 12-year-old if you can do it.
Yeah, definitely. I personally will buy. So yeah, that's what. Okay, personally, I'm very passionate about sales, and I also think that younger generation, like, because last time when I was 17, 18 years old, right, I was working cashier, and that's a low skill set job. To be honest, I was only paid $6 per hour. So I was thinking, if I know what I know right now and I can equip myself with this sales skill back then, I'll be earning like at least $50 per day, working only 1 hour. Can you imagine how powerful is that?
Yeah.
I work 8 hours, right, to make $48 last time. Now I can 1 hour for that $50. But of course, that 1 hour is filled with a lot of hard work lah. But that's where I want to make an impact in the polytechnic, the 17 years old all the way up to uni. Yeah, anybody that can want to make an extra
Anybody,
income,
man.
I will, because my role is to really just train you, teach you, find deals that you can sell, and yeah, make a
Living out of it lah.
better living for you lah.
Yeah. And a better person.
Yes,
So,
correct.
All right. Okay, I think that's the end of the podcast. And
Thank you so much for having me.
yeah, thank you. All right. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.